All right, back here with another live stream. I was gonna try to go on Facebook, but Facebook is acting up right now, so we're just gonna forget about Facebook for now and just get right into the business at hand here on YouTube. So let me see if I can pull up the channel here, make sure everything is checking out A-OK. And so far, so good. Let's just verify here just to make sure we're all on the same page here. There, yeah, and looking good. So, all right, I think we're ready to rock and roll here. Okay, so NaNoWriMo 2020, and I am again getting used to doing these live videos, and so hopefully this will be something that will just continue to happen from here moving forward. And you know, again, NaNoWriMo is something I'd heard about in the past, and always thought about participating, but never actually did until this year. And this year, I found out about it, or I shouldn't say I found out about it, but I really started paying attention to it about maybe about the midway point of October. And so I learned not only about NaNoWriMo and what that's all about, but I also learned about Preptober, which is getting ready for NaNoWriMo. And so I had time to work on the project that I really wanted to work on, which was a positive thing for sure. And so being able to put all the pieces together for National Novel Writing Month, the timing just worked out perfectly. I had more than enough time to really map out a really good story idea that had kind of been in the back of my head. And it just was a matter of getting it on paper and making it make sense. And so I was able to do that to make it make sense. And, you know, and that's where we are. So NaNoWriMo, the goal for novel writing, National Novel Writing Month, is 50,000 words over the course of the month. And so I have not updated my NaNoWriMo yet today. But earlier I had a pretty good little sprint there. And I can't even remember off the top of my head how many words I got in. I think it was 689. I think it was the number of words that I got in this morning. So that puts me at 28,904 words that I have written so far for this book is part of NaNoWriMo. So that means that, as you might be able to see from the title of this video, that I am knocking on the door of 30,000 words. And so that's what I'm already more than halfway NaNoWriMo goal. And the number of words that I think it's going to take for me to complete this story is probably somewhere between 70 and 80,000 words. I structure the story in the 3-act format. And so I am about a third to coming up on halfway through Act 2. So I'm pushing pretty close to about the halfway mark of where I'm looking at heading for the completion of this project. And so I don't anticipate any stumbles because I've done a pretty good job of mapping out the story and how it's going to look with the outline process. And I'm not a deep outliner. I usually am more of a pantser writer, for those of you who are familiar with that term. So, you know, to each their own. I mean, everybody has an ability to do things different ways, and some people find success in their own unique ways of doing things. And so in this case, I have really planned some more, and hopefully that'll pay off in the end and I won't have any stumbles, and I'll more than meet my goal. But I'm very confident about meeting the goal. That's not a problem to get to 50,000, I don't think. The real problem, or I shouldn't say problem, the opportunity that I'm going to be chasing is going to be more so trying to finish the project, at least the first draft of the project, by the end of the month. So what we're going to do today, if I can grab the handy dandy timer here, we are going to I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. I'm going to go with 10-minute sprints this time to just kind of keep it moving a little bit so I don't hold you captive too long in between with the sprints themselves. And so let's go ahead and share the screen. All right. Chrome tab and timer. Boom. And we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to mute, but you can feel free to comment if I see it. I may or may not react to it right away, but I will react to it at some point. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started here. And actually, let me do that a little bit differently here. Let's do it this way. All right. All right. Everybody's good? Well, here we go. Mute time. All right, that was the first 10-minute writing sprint. And let's go ahead and add up what I was able to get done. And we are looking at let's see. All right, let's get it right here. So I am at 418 words for the first 10-minute sprint. So feeling pretty good about that. And I am going to get a little stretch break, and I will be back here in just a second. So hang on. Let me leave you with something here. So you're not totally. All right. Back here with another writing sprint. So for the first writing sprint, 418 words in 10 minutes, which is pretty good. And right now, today, the big goal for today is I'm shooting for getting to the 30,000 word mark. So I was right at knocking on the door of 29,000 words coming into today. So I am thinking I'm going to be coming pretty close to that. Well, I know I'm going to get it by the end of the day. I'm pretty confident I'll get it by the end of the day. Probably not by the end of these next couple sprints that we're going to do here during this session. But you know, hey, each brick you add on is one more brick that solidifies what you're trying to build. So, all right. So I am going to try to keep up with things here, just making sure everything is on point. All right, let's get the old timer reset. Don't want to do that. All right, minor technical difficulty there, but we're back on track here. All right, so 10-minute sprint right here. Here we go. Boom. Okay, so that is another mini writing sprint. And let's go ahead and see what the verdict is about where I am at writing wise. And go ahead. And the verdict is 486 words for the second 10-minute writing sprint. So feeling pretty good about that. That was a writing sprint that kept me on track right there. Shout out to James Nicholson, got in 195 words on that particular writing sprint. So good stuff right there all the way around. I'm feeling pretty good about where things are going. As I said, creeping up on 30,000 words, and let me see how close that does put me to 30,000, because we gotta be. I gotta think that put me pretty close here. Let's see. And that is very close. So I should be able to hit it here. I'm at 29,769 words. So hold on a second. So feeling pretty good about that. 29,769 words. So this next writing sprint is looking pretty good for me to crack the 30,000 word mark. So really excited about that one. I'm going to get up and just take a little bit of a stretch, just because I am sitting on one of the most uncomfortable chairs in the history of civilization. And so I did order a desk chair because I am tired of going cheap on that. So I did order a desk chair to kind of upgrade here the writing room here. And normally I actually write on the couch with the laptop. So this is definitely very different from what I usually do, but I want to motivate myself to get this office to feel more like an office and less like a room with a table and or a desk and a computer and other things to set up, you know, the trusty microphone here. So, all right, so I'm going to take about a 3-minute break here, and I'll be back. All right, so we're going to start this next writing sprint in about 2 minutes. So, well, maybe more like about 1 minute now. So we're going to go at about 4:12. We're going to start this next writing sprint. So, um, let me get this set up right now before I get overly excited here. Make sure that Chrome tab. Hang on. Stick with me here. So we are looking pretty good there. So hopefully everybody is continuing to get it in, get it done. I was watching some, before I jump into this, I was watching some, the NaNoWriMo YouTube channel, and they are hitting it hard. They got a lot of people that are participating, and Saturdays obviously is probably, I shouldn't say obviously, but it's probably one of the better days for people to be able to set aside enough time to be able to do some significant writing. And so I'm like that too. So Saturdays are really good for me. This is the second of probably 3 writing sprints that I'm going to do today. I'm going to have another one sometime maybe later this evening. Might even be a longer one. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully you'll be able to come back and hit me back up later today. So without further ado, let me go ahead and hit the timer button, and we're going to get going with this next 10-minute sprint. So 10 minutes, and the clock starts now. Okay, so that writing sprint is done. And I am going to clock in with $586 words on that last little mini writing sprint. So feeling good about that one. And even though I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, I am going to make doubly sure and confirm what I already knew. That pushes me past 30,000 words. So that puts me at 30,139. So feeling pretty good about that. Cracked 30,000. So obviously well over halfway to the NaNoWriMo goal of 50,000, which is really good. And perhaps more significantly, that puts me in good position it puts me probably about, that puts me more than halfway to what I think the final word count is going to be. So I'm thinking that the final word count, well, maybe not quite halfway to the final word count, maybe pretty close, maybe like 40 to 45% close to the full word count, which again I think is going to be in the little over 70,000, probably more like about 75,000. I don't think this is going to get to 80,000 words. I'm going to say it's probably about 75,000 words that this is going to get to. So hopefully everybody else is continuing to do well. I'm going to take a little bit longer break this time. I'm going to go for a little bit about a 5-minute break and come back at 4:30 p.m. EDT. So that's what we're looking at right now for the last writing sprint, the last 10-minute writing sprint. Actually, I'm going to probably go 15 minutes for this next writing sprint. So let's plan on 15 minutes. Back at 4:30. All right, getting ready for the last writing sprint here. Let me get the timer all set so we're ready to go. Actually, I gotta edit it here real quick. Go 15. All right. So had to go check on some college football, some big college football games for people out there who watch it who are college football fans. And Saturday's certainly a big day for college football. So let's see here. We are right at 4:30. So all right, last mini sprint here of this sprint session, and we are going to get this timer going here. All right, so here we go. Let's get started right now. Okay, and this last mini writing sprint of this session gives me 513 words. So 513 words for me in this last mini sprint of this particular session. Just remember, come back to the channel because I'm going to have another sprint this evening at some point. I'm thinking probably around 9 p.m. or so. But check back on the channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm going to, hang on a second. I will post that and you'll be able to see that as upcoming and you'll be able to join me then. So thinking there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be getting their right on big time this evening. So we'll hopefully tap into that. I've got a few things to do around the house. I'm going to watch some football, of course, get a little bit more of that in, but I also got to do some laundry, make some dinner, do some other things as well. So that's Saturday is kind of a day of rest and a day of work at the same time. It's probably that way for a lot of you out there as well. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring this particular session to an end. Thanks for joining me here in this session. Hopefully I'll be able to see you back. Check out other videos on this channel, BookTube, AuthorTube videos all across this channel, many different playlists that you can check. I do a lot of book reviews. I do a lot of TBRs, but I also do and want to continue to do more videos about writing itself and the art of writing itself. So stick with me because hopefully you guys are learning something from me. I'm trying to learn from everybody else and just trying to. The one thing about writing is that no matter how good you are, you can always get better. And I'm light years better at this writing stage than I was when I was in high school, when I first really discovered the passion for writing. So the next writing sprint is going to be, we're going to go ahead and call it 9 p.m. So we're going to say 9 p.m. is going to be the next writing sprint and the last writing sprint of the day. So come back and check it out and take a little bit of break from writing, recharge the batteries a little bit, get yourself freshened up, get a little something to eat maybe, and then join me back here for the last one of the day. I will go ahead and get that set up before I get going with a lot of things. So hopefully it'll be out there and floating around plenty of time for people to check it out. So, all right, that's it for this particular writing sprint. Very productive writing sprint. I had 513 for the last one, which was really good. I was really excited about that. And of course, the bigger picture is I got past 30,000 words for this entire project. So very happy about that. And I'll go ahead and put it in NaNoWriMo and get my badge going there, hopefully, and feel good about making some tremendous progress here. So, all right, that's it. And I'll see you back later tonight. We're looking at roughly about 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So see you then.